Hello and welcome to WordPress Accessibility Day. My name is Amber Hines. I'm one of the lead organizers of WordPress Accessibility Day and the CEO of a company called Equalize Digital. This session is a lightning round. We're going to have 3 short talks that have all been pre-recorded. Our first talk will be coming from Nick McClure and is a dissertation progress report. He'll be talking about accessible online content for blind and visually impaired users. Nick was born and raised in Georgia and learned American Sign Language in high school and has a Bachelor's of Arts in Interpreting. He has been working for about 11 years as a sign language interpreter. I do believe that Nick, okay, so there's no Q&A for this session, live Q&A, but we do have some of our speakers available, and I totally lost that in the chat, and I'm sorry, you all. But feel free to chat in the conversations, and Nick is here. Thank you, Joe, behind the scenes for keeping me on track. Nick is here and can answer any questions in the ideas section in the chat.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nick McClure, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to share with you just a little bit about what I've been learning about accessibility. I'm a nationally certified sign language interpreter and doctoral student pursuing a degree in instructional and performance technology. Though my career for the past 15 years has been as an interpreter and interpreting professor, my dissertation is focusing on accessibility in a different domain. My dissertation is about how organizations can create and share accessible content for the blind and visually impaired. My doctorate program has taught me how to look at systems and look for ways to improve those systems by identifying a problem, analyzing the environmental and organizational data, analyzing the gap between the two sets of data, and picking the best solution based on the data to help close the gap and solve the problem. This approach to systems thinking and improvement avoids throwing random solutions at a problem hoping something will work. The systems approach to problem solving looks at data and lets the data lead the decision. I want to unpack that just a little bit as it relates to my dissertation. I identified that within my organization, content being posted on our internal communication system was not accessible to the blind and visually impaired staff. This includes pictures, PDFs, links, GIFs, and memes. Some examples of this may be in our Lost and Found channel, where someone may post a picture and a comment that reads, "Hey, I found these sunglasses outside in the parking lot. Let me know if they're yours." The image that's attached may not be accessible if the content creator doesn't add alt text or describe the sunglasses in the body of the text. Another example I found is that a person created a PDF and posted it with the following text: "Come join us for a fun time this Friday at the community conference. Refer to the PDF below for more details." Again, someone using a screen reader may not be able to access the PDF if it's not made accessible and miss out on the details of the conference. Research about accessibility shows that people who are blind and visually impaired use workarounds, such as asking people in a shared office space what the images are. I find this is the most common fix within my organization, but I believe that people should have the most direct access to information. Another interesting topic in the research suggested that content should not just be accessible, but usable, and that by knowing who the content is created for will help create the right type of content. I mentioned organizational and environmental analyses earlier. The organizational analysis is looking into what the organization stands for as described in their policy, mission, vision, values, and strategic planning. I combed through these documents and was able to identify that my organization strives for accessibility for all. The environmental analysis looks at what is actually happening within the organization, and I found through surveys and just chatting with people that a lot of staff think that making accessible content is important, but they don't know how to do it. My job as a doctoral student is to work with administration to pick an intervention or set of interventions to help close the gap between what's happening and what the organization strives for. That's currently where we are right now. We're working together to figure out what interventions will make sure that all staff will know how to create accessible content. The cool thing is that once people learn how to make and create accessible content in one system, they can transfer that skill to other platforms and systems, and more people will be able to access more and more content. I'm on track to graduate next summer, and while I'm looking forward to that day, I am enjoying the process of learning as much as I can about others, myself, and accessibility. I don't have all the answers, but I am passionate about what I'm doing and look forward to seeing how others are impacted. Thanks for having me today, and I look forward to the other talks during WordPress Accessibility Day 2022.